So, we're back live from Kulturen. I'm standing here with Reverend Pamela Garpefors. Welcome.
Thank you.
Vicar of Karlskrona Parish in the Diocese of Lund. And how are you enjoying the conference so far?
It's very interesting, it's very peaceful, and we have a lot of new ideas actually, and we're inspired.
I would have thought that you had been kind of tired of renovating because you have been to a big project the last years.
Yeah, but you give it some days and you can reflect and then you get a new inspired and new enthusiasm. So we get inspired now how we can do it in our church that are fixed and restored, so we can do other things in the church room for.
Okay, interesting. And we're just standing behind us is the Church of Frederick, which you remodeled and rebuilt completely. It was finished just on Palm Sunday, inaugurated again. Tell us something about the entire process. How would you sum it up?
Yeah, we started 6 years ago, and then we did this kind of environmental context education that we took, and it looked at it. What church? We have 2 churches on the head square floor, and we wanted to take both churches to another level, and the other locals that we were owning we wanted to sell, and we wanted to take the churches back. We wanted to move back to the churches, so we did that, and we examined how we can do with the Frederick Church, because the other church on the square is Trefaldighets Church. It's not possible to do anything in that church. So.
Sounds like a very revolutionary idea to move back into the church. Was it that as well?
Yeah, at the first time, because we have had a lot of other buildings that we have the administration and everything, so we have to rethink, and we thought about the rooms. It was called the consistory room, and there we had the meetings before when the church was building at 744. The church had their meetings in the church, so we had to think and rethink and go back to the origin, and move back to the churches.
And so it finally was finished on Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
And how was the feeling? If you could try to put some words on the feelings on that Palm Sunday morning.
It was like tremendum, because it was so fulfilling. We have been working hard for 6 years, and finally it will be in the process. Now we will move in, and it will take another year before we are ready at home. But and actually it will never be ready. It still continue.
How did the parishioners, how did they accept the newly remodeled Frederick's church?
It's different parts of aspects when you enter the church. Some are like taking it very sincerely, and then they feel the heartbeat of our essence, and some people are a little bit skeptic, because they have to think in what the visions and missions are about it. So.
Can you show us the camera? Say if we
you enter the church, and then we have done a lot of some extra rooms, so we can fulfill for everybody's needs. And you enter the church, and we have this expedition and administrative and welcoming and working area that people will meet someone when they enter the room, and we have this cafeteria and this kind of meeting area, and you do this via sacra, the holy way. So you walk the way through the baptism font, and it's actually not looking like that, but it's like a boat now in the symbol, and it's a lot of water coming up, and it's called the God that baptizes you is blessing you. And then you walk towards the altar, the Via Sacra, and there we have an altar, and you are looking up at the Gloria in excelsis Deo at the windows. And we have these niches that we have take all pews away, and all the pews have been taken away also in the church. And here we have chairs, new chairs, and in the niches we have a new altar. There were benches before, and we have this exhibitions going on that we will take into different areas, and we have furnishing after what we will do there. The baptism font, the old one, is standing here. We have this altar for children coming up, and a chandelier that you can light and pray. So the pews that were in there make it very static, and now it's very dynamic, and it's a multifunctional church, so you can fetch everything and move it. And under here we have this also flexible furnituring, so you can have choirs and you can have children and youth groups and Bible study groups and every groups you want to. And we have this kind of thing like a podium that you can take into different levels. And when you took this podium up to the highest, it's a room in the room where you can have chairs and textiles and things you don't need. It's like a secret space that we can hide everything we want to have in the front of the out in the church room. And we have two small rooms here. We have this old room there where were meeting places before, and the sacristy we also have like a meeting room. And the gradings for the choir is also installed, like you put them down in a electrifying way. So we have a close-up area fabric. It's called Valleverken. They have done the exterior elevator, so people all can entrance at the same. And we have these hydraulic things going on in the baptism font and hydraulic things in this going up podium. So it's a lot of high-tech engineering, but it's very pleasing because you can have an empty room for prayer, and you can add things. But we always have the baptism font and the altar, the two things we never compromise with. And it also makes it like a church.
Fantastic work. How do you think it will affect the parishioners and the parish and the church work?
Yeah, we have already this very intense collaboration with culture in the city. So we have these exhibitions, and we have talks, and we have a lot of festivals and film festival, and it will be this culture, deaconry and liturgy theology church. So it will be multifunctional and multi-usable, but it's always a sanctified room. That's very important for us.
And I suppose you have many visitors here already.
Yeah, it is.
And for our international visitors, is it when can they come and visit the church to see what you have done?
Every day we have opened, and our goal is to have opened from early morning to evening. And now we are building up a volunteer situation because we want it to be open as long as possible. And people, volunteers and also co-workers will have their working places here. So up here in the archbows they are sitting working, and there are priests, musicians, deacons, and also people learning about the Bible studies and so forth.
Do you have any more information about this project on your website?
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
And we have also put on YouTube as soon, because we have these small films. We have them bringing up today also.
Yes, and we will put the address of the website in the comment section of this movie clip. Thank you, Pamela. Very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.